Okay, just wanted to make sure that was working. Welcome. Welcome to the Dust Bowl Ball Game. My name is Simba. I'm the host of the Dust Bowl Ball Game channel. Just a reminder that this is a call-in show. Okay, this channel is mainly based around fans calling in, giving me their opinion. Okay, and there are 3 different ways for you to call in. You can click the link in the video description. It takes you directly to me. I get the notification and I'll let you into the call. Or you can find us on Skype and give me a call at Skype at Dust Bowl Ball Game. DustBollBallGame. Dust Bowl Ball Game. So find me on Skype and give me a call. Or you can call, I think this only applies if you're in the US, but the number is 561-755-7012. 561-755-7012. The 3 different ways for you to get in contact with me are scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You should be able to see them. So, yeah, hit me up. I want to hear from you. Now, today, as you see in the topic, is we're going to be talking about Ole Gunnar Solksjaer. What do you guys think? Do you think his job is on the line? Is he the right man for the job? Now, in previous episodes, I have shared my opinion on the matter. And even prior to the Arsenal game, I never thought he was the man for the job. I personally, I really do. I'm just going to reiterate on what I've said before. I reiterate on what I've said before. Now, I do appreciate what he's done in the game. What he's done, for the club, in terms of the players that he's brought in, some of the players that he has shipped out. I have to commend him on that. Like, there were players like Ashley Young, Fellaini, Lukaku to a certain extent. There were some players that were in the squad that most Manchester United fans were not happy with. We thought we should have gotten rid of them. Alexis Sanchez, players like that. So I have to give him his props for getting rid of those players. Well, I also have to give him his props for bringing in Bruno Fernandes, Wan-Bissaka. Daniel James, I think, was a waste of money, but that's another issue. Even Harry Maguire, he's a really good center back. So we have to, let me just make sure this thing is working. We have to big him up for, transfer moves like that. Now, when it comes to the tactical side of the game and seeing players improve individually in their position, the only one I can definitively say has improved under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is Anthony Martial. Now, and then there's still question marks there, to be honest with you. Is it a case where he's improved, or did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just give him the opportunity to work to play in that number 9 position? Yeah, give me a call. I want to hear your opinions on this. Now, yesterday was my birthday. If you can look over here, you'll see my daughter made me a birthday card. It's really pretty, so I kind of stuck it over in the corner there. So yesterday was my birthday, and it was kind of bittersweet because the sour taste from that Arsenal loss was still lingering right in the back of my throat. It was just right there, just wouldn't go away. I'm feeling a lot better today. It could be because I think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is closer to the sack, and I was one of those people who really wanted him to prove me wrong. I wanted him to prove me wrong. I just don't see him as a long-term the answer. There are much better or more qualified coaches, in my opinion, out there that could do the job and do a better job. When you look at our squad, like, people are trying to overreact as if Solskjaer didn't get backed and Solskjaer didn't get the players that he wanted. But when you look at our squad, we have arguably the second or third best squad in terms of players, man to man, in the league right now. There's a strong case to argue. There's a strong case that we even have a better squad than Liverpool. You know, especially before they brought in, Thiago and Jota from Wolves. You know, when you look at our squad man for man, we should be a lot more competitive in the Premier League than we've been under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know, I look at Wan-Bissaka. Since he's come in, he's been horrible on the ball. Really good defensive right back. Horrible on the ball though, and he's in his second season at Manchester United, and I have not seen not even an ounce of improvement with regard to him going forward with the ball. I do not see it. Like, what is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doing? Like, how are you working with these kids? You know, Mason Greenwood. I don't know if he's improved really. He's just super talented, a really good player. You know, a really good player, and I just think he's. Yeah, and I just think he's just doing his thing right now. But is it improvement? You know, Harry Maguire, we all thought he was much better than he actually is when we bought him. So he's a disappointment. I don't get it. Another issue I have with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is his decision making. He has this fascination with McTominay that I fail to understand. I can't understand. I don't get it. Scott McTominay at best should be playing for maybe a Crystal Palace, or maybe, if you want to push it, in Everton. He's not. I don't think he's Manchester United caliber. He's not. I don't think he's good enough, and he sure is not consistent enough. He does have the odd, really good game, you know, where he brings it all together and it works. But out of 10 games, he's going to be giving you 2 really good games, maybe 1. Very inconsistent. So his decision, Ollie's decision to start McTominay against Arsenal, knowing that we were supposed to have majority of the possession of the ball. Okay, McTominay does not possess the ball well. Neither does Fred. But what Fred offers you off the ball in terms of his tenacity and his energy, you need him on the field. McTominay is horrible on the ball. He's not even he's not even a central defensive midfielder. I don't even know what his position is. But Ollie started him in that position. Big mistake. We lost the midfield. We lost it. So it's decisions like that. Decisions like the one before the Chelsea game, where he started Juan Mata and Daniel James. Majority of the fan base were like, "What the hell are you doing, Ollie? You know, what are you doing?" These games, none of these players should have started that game. It's decisions like that have caused me to beat Ollie out. You know? So, I want to hear from you guys. Give me a call. Again, click the link in the video description. Let's hear what you have to say about Ollie. Do you think his job is on the line? Is he close to the sack? If we lose tomorrow, or maybe even draw tomorrow, or drop points against Everton on Saturday, which is the first game of the weekend, is he going to be losing his job? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Give me a call. Again, click the link in the video description, and or call me at 561 712 755 7012. I'm sorry, 561 755 7012. Or you could just download the Skype app and call me. Find me on Skype at Dust Bowl Ball Game. It's that simple. Dust Bowl Ball Game. And you can just call me on Skype. I'll take the call. I'm right here waiting for you guys. Okay? So with regard to other issues on Ollie, why does he also keep changing the lineup? We started a really good game against a really good team against Leipzig. Okay, the only person I think probably could have been taken out of that team was, you could say, Van de Beek, and we could have brought in Bruno Fernandes. But it was imperative that we started Matic against Arsenal, because he possesses the ball really well. He carries it very well too. But for some reason, Ollie just has this fascination with Scott McTominay. It's kind of like he's hoping that he's gonna get to where we all want him to be, but he will never get there because he's not good enough. You know, that's why does Ollie keep changing the lineup? You know, it's like he likes to tinker, and he's already not known to be a tactically astute manager. So I don't get it, you know. Another issue is, and I want to hear your opinions on it. This guy's been at next month. Ollie will be at Manchester United for 2 years. 2 years into the job, and if you were to ask most Manchester United fans, whether it be ex-players, pundits, regular fans like myself here, do you think Ollie is the man? Most of us are still saying we don't know. And the rest are saying no. You know? So there are a lot of us saying we don't know. And a lot of us saying no, he's not. 2 years into the job and we still can't, we're still not sure if this guy is the man for the job. Come on. Come on. We have rival fans looking at us laughing. Arsenal Fan TV, that's all they had to say before the game. You guys have a really good squad, but your coach is not good enough. And the fans were trying to defend him, and everyone was on their high horse. Remember, after we beat Leipzig, everyone was like, "Oh, Ollie is the man, Ollie, 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 Ollie." And I told you guys to calm down because we've seen this before. We've seen this type of high under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We've seen it before, you know. So, guys, again, I want to hear what you have to say about this. Click the link in the video description, okay? Call me on Skype, Dust Bowl Ball Game, or call me at 561-755-7012. Now, let's get on to Tottenham. What do you guys think about Tottenham? They look very resilient. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I do not like Jose Mourinho. I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of his character and what he brings to the game as a coach. But as a tactician, I'm not a fan. I think his football is outdated. I think his style of play is outdated. I think his man management, the way he manages his players, is outdated. And I think you can only stomach Mourinho's type of style of football when the team is winning. And I can easily see them having a bad stretch or a bad run of games, and then the whole dressing room, the entire dressing room just starts to flip. You know, you can only stomach that type of football when you're winning. You know, now Mourinho has been back this summer. He has no excuse. He has been. And I think he said it himself. He practically has two players in every position, quality players too. Personally, I don't think Mourinho is going to win anything with Tottenham. Possibly they might make top four. You know, they could. But I don't think he's going to win anything there. I don't think he's going to win the FA Cup. I don't think he's going to win the league. Definitely not. I think I have someone calling me. Hold on one second. Thanks for calling the Dust Bowl Ball Game. This is Simba. Who's this?
Hey, this is Winston. How you doing, man?
Winston, I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just tuning into the program and just wanted to add a few things just for a short while.
Of course, man. What do you want to talk about?
About Ole. Alright, here's my thing with Ole.
Now, Winston, you're gonna have to talk a little bit louder, okay? Let me turn this up to make sure that we can hear you.
I'm not quite Ole out just yet. I think we should give him some more time to the end of the season, maybe.
So I'm assuming you're a Manchester United fan, then, Winston.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm a big Manchester United fan.
Okay.
I think we should give this guy some more time. He has carried in some great players. He has gotten Bruno. He has gotten Taylor. And I think we should just give this guy some more time, man.
So you think he deserves more time? Okay.
You
Not,
said next month will be 2 months, 2 years and 2 years is it's a quite a time, but based on the path that he's on, I say give him some more time. Let's see what happens in January. And all right, for you, do you think we would have ended the season where we ended last season,
with who?
based on where we ended?
If I think what?
Do you think we would have ended the season where we ended last season?
Oh no, not at all. I don't think we're gonna right now. And the way, and don't get me wrong, I'm not putting it all on Ully. I think a lot of it has to do. A lot of these players are weak minded. I think too, but when Ully just came to the club, people kept. My issue was people kept on creating excuses for him. So when he just came to the club, Ully was like, "Oh, we he needs his players." So that's when when we got him that December for that 6 months that we had him between December and May. Everyone was like, "Oh, wait until he gets his players," because we had a really good run for I think about 13 games, and then we lost, and then we just started to nosedive, and then people were like, "Oh, he just doesn't have his players," blah blah blah. Okay, then last season started. And we started horribly, and everyone was like, "He just needs a number 10, guys. He just needs a number 10. When he gets his number 10, you guys are going to see the difference." We got Bruno. We looked great. Okay. Then, again, that was that high again. Then we nosedive. Okay. And then this season, what is the excuse? Now I see people trying to put it on the players, saying it's the players and their mindsets. Yeah, to a certain extent. But, come on. These are... we have a much better squad than Arsenal.
For the performance now, do you blame the players or do you blame Ole entirely for the current performance?
I blame Ully. The same way I praise Ully when he wins, I have to blame him when he loses. Because everyone wants to praise Ully when he wins and say, "Oh, it's a great performance," blah blah blah. But when he loses, it's the players. It doesn't work that way.
So who do you blame? You blame Ole, right?
I blame Ully. Yes. I blame him because I didn't think he started the right team. And I don't think he made the changes quickly enough.
What about the discussion yesterday about Pogba being a world-class player? I mean, there are instances where Pogba plays well, there are instances where he don't. So
yes.
For me, I blame both the players and I blame Ole. There are games where Ole made the right changes and do everything, but it's just the players. So for me, it's part Ole, part the players. Because I do blame Ole for some changes in instances. And whenever we lose, I just think it's really the players who have done the right thing most of the time. So I blame the players and I blame Ole sometimes. I won't say Ole is the entire fault of the performance now.
I wouldn't say it's his fault entirely. I think the way we play, the way we set up, is his fault. When you look at Arteta has been at Arsenal for 6 months now, you could say.
6 months, yeah. Yeah.
When you look at the way Arsenal passes the ball from the back, you could see the positioning. There's always three guys. Like, he makes those triangles. It's deliberate. Every time Arsenal is passing out from the back, and I'm not just talking about the Manchester United game. I watch Arsenal all throughout the season. They pass out the ball from the back like it's like City. Like, you could tell that's the City influence. Like, to date, we pass the ball out from the back, and it's like we're trying to play from the back, but we don't have the setup. Like, the players are not in position to do it. And then when we get pressed high, we lose the ball, and we either concede or we give up the ball. You know what I mean? It's kind of... I don't see the coaching there.
The game we played against PSG, based on our performance, I'm sure you'd agree we played well.
Perfect performance, yes.
All right, so...
Well, borderline perfect, but yes, very, very good performance.
Right.
You know?
So I think the players played well. Oli did well. What would you blame for the inconsistency? Because here's my thing. I think in some instances the players are doing what they need to do or what they can do, but Oli is making bad changes. In other instances, the players are really just more like sit back on the ball. Like Pogba, for example, he just lazy with running back to defend. I mean, we play good in instances, and next instance we don't play well. So I really think as I said, it's partially for the players, partially for Oli. I think
Well,
we should really give this guy some more time.
the issue that I have with Uli, right, and as you said it before, when we played against PSG and we played against Leipzig, these teams, they were attacking us. Okay, we have no issue. Manchester United has no issue hitting you on the counter when you're attacking us. Okay, we're perfect at that. Most of our games are going to be played when teams are sitting back. And then a thing that I realized in the Arsenal game is whenever we have the ball and teams start to kind of like press our midfield, they start to come on to us as if they want to get the ball. We start to panic. We panic. And that's why McTominay shouldn't have been in that game. Fred should have played, but not for that purpose, for his energy. We panic, and it's like Oli has not figured out a way to coach these players to beat that press. Okay, it's like we play well when teams kind of don't press us that much in the middle, but as soon as we start getting pressed in the middle, it's like we panic and we don't know what to do. Oli has failed to show me that he can actually coach around that. You know what I mean? So we have a comment here from Ashane. Oli is just buying players without a plan for them. Oli has no plan in place. Ashane, I don't necessarily agree. I think he does have a plan in place. I just don't think he's good enough to execute the plan. I don't think he's good enough to execute the plan. Another issue I have. So hold on. Oh, someone else was calling. Okay. Sorry about that.
Well, that's really. I just wanted to make it known that I think we should give this guy some more time. I think we should just have him. All right. Here's my last question to you. Which coach would be able to make an impact on Man United right now if they were to come in, say, January? Give me at least one or two coaches who you think can make an instant impact, and why would you say those coaches?
I would take Poch or Nagelsmann tomorrow. A lot of people are saying that Poch hasn't won anything, but neither has Oli. Oli hasn't won shit, man. But Oli hasn't won. Like, he won at Molde. Come on, you're gonna tell me Poch could win at Molde? We're talking about high level football now. High level football.
Remember,
okay.
My thing is, you gotta factor in the coach will have to get used to the players for a couple months.
I think the players that we have now will fit Poch. It would fit Poch's system perfectly. Poch has shown. You have to remember, Oli did not get this job based on his credentials as a coach. He got this job based on the fact that he was a legend at the club. Poch has worked his way through the footballing ranks, right? From where was he in Spain? Is it Osasuna? From Spain, he came to Southampton. Then he went to Tottenham, which is a step up. And not only was it a step up, but he elevated Tottenham to a different level. Okay, Tottenham was always on like Everton's level when I was a kid watching football. Now Tottenham is actually a top 6 European staple.
Consistent, yeah.
And I think he spent over $400 million at Tottenham, but that was over what, a 5 or 6 year period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he would fit Manchester United's system perfectly. I think a lot of these young players would improve more under Poch, and I think we would have the allure of getting other players, because I don't think there's no world class players out there that I can see who's excited to come play for Oli. Like, really, let's be honest. Erling Haaland didn't even want to come, and he coached them before at Molde, and they're from, you know what I mean? He didn't even want to come. So I think a coach, when you have a big name coach or a respected coach, you'll lure more players in, just like Ndombele. Ndombele chose a whole bunch of clubs over Tottenham because Poch was there and what Poch has accomplished. So I would take Poch. I would also take Nagelsmann because of what he's done at RB Leipzig. And when you look at the players that he has and what he's done with these, none of these players was a superstar. Were superstars. He turned them into that. So I would take Poch would be my number one, only because he is Premier League. He's proven in the Premier League. He understands it. There won't be a learning curve. Exactly. So that would be. But I would take Nagelsmann too. And
finally, getting patch. Well, for me, let me just say, I think we can come like in top four for the end of the season. I think we can make the top four. If we were to get patch, you're saying we can get second, third, maybe.
If we were to get back on form,
Well, if we were to get patch come
Poch, maybe
January,
fourth,
yeah,
maybe
patch.
even third. But under Ali, I don't see it getting any better. We've already lost
Well,
3 games, and we haven't played the
that's
two
very
best
much
teams
so.
in the league yet. We haven't played City, we haven't played Liverpool, and we've already lost 3 games. Okay,
Yeah.
we haven't, and I think after a while, it's going to start playing on these players' minds. We're doing good in
Yeah.
Europe, yes. But that's a cup competition. We don't know what's going to happen. We could, of course, we're practically almost, you could say we have 1 foot through the door with regard to qualifying for the next round, but we don't know who we're going to get. We
Mm-hmm.
we don't know who we're going to get or who we're going to get in the
Yeah.
next round. So I
All
think
right. Let's see.
we still have a game in hand, and if we win that game in hand, I think we would only be 6 points off the teams that are in the
Okay.
top four. But still, you know,
Okay.
I think if we get
Finally,
Poch, we could finish third or fourth, but not under Ali. I don't see
third
it.
or fourth. All right.
Yeah.
What's your prediction for weekend? Everton, I think it is. What's your prediction?
Well, I don't want to talk about the prediction just yet. I want you to call back later this week because I'm going to be having shows every day. And just a reminder to everyone,
Okay.
I'm going to have a preview
Gotcha.
show. I'm going to give you guys my prediction for all the games, um, for
Friday.
the next on Thursday because there's a game on Friday, so I'm going to do it on Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
So
All
we're
right.
going to
Gotcha.
predict the games for the weekend coming up. Um,
All right. No problem, man.
yeah, but I appreciate you calling in, Winston, and you're my second caller, and I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support.
All right.
All right.
All right. No problem, man. You take care, man.
All right, you too, sir. Bye. I'm seeing a comment here from Mikhail. Ali isn't the person buying the players, the club is buying them, similar to Chelsea when they bought Shevchenko. Could be, but I still think that Ali has told the club that, as to which player he wants and, who he doesn't want. I don't think they always listen to him, or he always gets them, but I still think that Ali has some say. Maybe not in all the transfers, but in most of them. I think Ali wanted Harry Maguire. I think Ali wanted Bruno Fernandes. Those were his players. I don't know if Daniel James was an Ali player. It could be that I think Giggs kind of referred him to the club and kind of make it seem as if he was the next up and coming thing, but he he is very very basic in my opinion. Very very basic. So, thanks again, Winston, for calling in. I'm gonna end the live or end the stream right now. Again, I'm gonna be hosting daily shows, guys. Daily shows. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it. You'll get notification. It's gonna be either 1 or 2, but I'm gonna be having shows every single day. It's a fan calling show. I want fan interaction. I want you to call me. Okay, 561-755-7012 or call me on Skype at Dust Bowl Ballgame, or the easiest way for you to do it is just to click the link in the video description. It will take you directly to me. I'll add you in, and we could talk football. Again, my name is Simba. This is the Tuesday show of the Dust Bowl Ball Games channel. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I'm going live. Thanks again for your support. Thanks again for calling in. Have a good day.